news happens. Keep it locked to KBLA Talk 1580.
So pleased to announce that the 43rd mayor of the city of Los Angeles is on the phone. Mayor Karen Bass, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, Dominique?
Good. You must be incredibly swamped right now, and I appreciate you checking in. It's indefinitely what we're hearing, that the 10 freeway to be down?
Yes, that is the case. All of those travel apps, pay attention to those. As we get information, they've been uploaded right away. So those maps should be accurate. But we actually are trying to tell people to stay on freeways, to follow the route, because our streets can't handle 300,000.
Yeah.
Our streets would be parking lots. There is metro, there is public transportation. So they're increasing the frequency of trains and increasing the frequency of buses. So you can go to 511 and learn about metro. You can go to emergency.lacity.gov to learn about any information on the city. This is a time for all of us to stay together. We're trying every avenue possible. That's why it's so important that you reached out, Dominique. Always want to make sure that the KBLA audience is up to speed.
Mayor Karen Bass, thank you so much. Godspeed.
All right, thank you.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
I was once in a relationship with a woman. She was 25 years old at the time, and she told me I was the first man who had ever told her no. Can you imagine what that would do to a person? Being an incredibly beautiful woman is kind of the equivalent of being some billionaire's scion. You just grow up with this extremely distorted view of life and other people. Do you think folks like this typically have the emotional intelligence, let alone the distress tolerance, to enter into a normal give and take relationship? I mean, temper tantrums are not a good look at any age. They are really ugly at 25 or 35. Here's another reason. It's often the case that when women blossom earlier in life, they can receive the kind of attention and priority that disincentivizes them from developing other aspects of themselves. Their personality, their interests, their skills, their career, the kinds of things that make them good and interesting and lovable, and the kinds of things that make it easier to have a relationship with them. And let me tell you, the older I get, the more effortlessness in a relationship matters to me.
What in the feast of Samhain is going on tonight? Tonight's topic: the beauty trap, the beauty privilege trap. What? An intriguing look at the potential pitfalls of being beautiful in the dating game. In today's society, beauty privilege holds a significant influence over our perception and interactions, particularly in the realm of intimate relationships. Tonight's topic, we attempt to delve into the multifaceted, complex, strange, I guess, obscure world of beauty privilege and its ability to form genuine connections between or based on shared values and interest. The beauty privilege, my goodness. It explores how beauty privilege can lead to a lack of trust, insecurity, superficial focus, difficulty in establishing healthy relationships, competition, pressure to conform, fear of rejection, lack of acceptance, and a reliance on superficial qualities. Additionally, tonight's show will examine how beauty privilege affects the perception of one's own worthiness of love and affection. The ability to form meaningful connections beyond physical attraction, fear of vulnerability and intimacy, and the sense of objectification and commodification in relationships. Oh no, this is about to be ugly. That's what we're trying to do tonight. Are insecure men, look, can we be honest? Just because I want to be honest tonight, and I want to talk to real people tonight. Are insecure men are they the main reason why there's a beauty trap privilege? Insecure men, they'll pay for it, they'll perform for it because she's beautiful. Don't you have to be more than just beautiful? Oh, God. Tonight's topic is going to be a heater. Get to your phone lines. I want to have a national discussion about this. The beauty privilege trap, an intriguing look at the potential pitfalls of being beautiful in the dating game. Do you have to really know anything if you're beautiful? For a lot of men, you don't. Just be on my arm. Just be here. You being beautiful validates me as a human. For a lot of men, this is about to be ugly. Is there such a thing as the beauty privilege? Is there? I don't know. Is pretty privilege mostly supported by insecure men? I guess. Would OnlyFans still be in business? That's mean. I shouldn't have said that. Would OnlyFans... okay, I'm sorry. Does being extremely attractive alone automatically make you a great catch? Woo! What is the beauty privilege effect? What else does a woman or a man have to bring to the table other than attractiveness? Do you guys have any answers for this? I want to know. I don't have the answers. You have them. True or false? While we live in a world that might like to claim beauty is only skin deep, the clear reality is physical attractiveness is a social commodity with personal and professional value attached to it. Pretty people get better jobs. Did you know that? Ugly people, you better be qualified out the tail. You hear me? You ugly. You better have 37 degrees. You better know Kung Fu and Jeet Kune Do. You better know it all. You better be able to perform security, everything. But if you cute, you got the job. I'm not saying all attractive people aren't skilled. I'm just saying being attractive helps you get further in life. Being ugly, you get side-eyed. Even if you're qualified, they'd be like, look at just ugly. Just over there uglying. Oh, Lord. I want to talk to y'all tonight. Get to your phone lines, 1-800-920-1580. It's a real situation. How does beauty privilege impact self-esteem and self-worth? I want to know. Can beauty privilege lead to a lack of genuine connection and emotional intimacy in relationships? And let's just be real. Brothers, let's just be real. Samson and Delilah, let's just be real. Brothers, are you softer or weaker in the presence of a beautiful woman? Does she have more power over you? Do you lack self-control and self-discipline because she's beautiful? And ladies, have you played men to the left and brought them back because you knew you could, because you knew they couldn't resist your beauty? Ooh-wee. Let's just be honest. Can we be honest and shame the devil tonight? Huh? Ladies, you know the power of flirting to convert. Flirt to convert. But you can't flirt if you're ugly. I'm sorry. I'm telling the truth. When you beautiful, you can flirt to convert. You can bat an eye. You can wink. And you can move forward. Is this not true? I need somebody to call in and talk to me tonight. Apparently, Andy got something to say. Andy, what is on your mind, brother?
Nah, it just got me thinking about a line from Common on the song I Used to Love Her, where he says, I get geek when she comes around.
Ooh.
And I was like, yo, that's like the perfect description. I get geek every time you come around. I don't know how to act.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's heavy. Heavy for the hip-hop heads out there. Andy is on one tonight. Can beauty privilege lead to a fear of vulnerability and intimacy in relationships? Does beauty privilege contribute to a sense of objectification and commodification in relationships? Right? You are a trophy. And I worked hard in this world. I climbed this ladder and I purchased you. Ooh. Now you stand over there and you look pretty. Objectification and commodification. Yee. Or the flip of that. I am too pretty to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Hey. Does beauty privilege contribute to a lack of empathy and understanding for others in relationships? Because you're pretty, does that make you less contented in a relationship? Because you have so many options. Options are just going to keep flowing because you're pretty, because you're attractive. I want to know your thoughts tonight. Listen, when I come forward, I am going to the phone lines. We got a national conversation ready tonight. I want to talk to you about the beauty privilege trap.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Environmental justice, pollution, and climate. In Los Angeles and across America, people of color are suffering and dying from disproportionate health impacts on a planet that has less than 10 years to prevent irreversible damage. Heat illnesses, respiratory illnesses, water-related illnesses, food system impacts, insect-related diseases, black maternal health, and mental health effects. As the impacts of climate change mount, millions of vulnerable people, our people, are going to bear the brunt of these extreme environmental events, which will likely lead to forced displacement, loss of cultural identity, and other related risks. These realities are as real as rain. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details about the most progressive multimedia and live events campaign any black media outlet has ever undertaken to combat the climate catastrophe. Experts, events, empowerment. It's all on the way from unapologetically progressive KBLA Talk 1580. We don't black down. We level up.
Level up, 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 level up.
Do you have both Medi-Cal and Medicare?
If so, the new LA Care plan called Medicare Plus can help you get the most out of your health plan for $0.
LA Care provides personalized service to Angelinos like us.
Plus, it gives us access to doctors and specialists across Los Angeles County.
For zero cost, we get access to full benefits.
From vision coverage,
In-home support services,
to prescription drug coverage,
And a quarterly over-the-counter allowance.
plus personal equipment.
Meal programs.
a gym membership,
And so much more.
for more than 25 years,
LA Care has provided Angelinos with access to quality health care at an affordable cost.
For our families,
our seniors,
our community,
it's a plus.
it's a plus.
for all of us.
Hey Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Does how you look impact your success in school, work, or how the world treats you? Do people perceive advantages in life simply because society deems them beautiful? This is what's called pretty privilege. To find out what psychology says about pretty privilege, keep watching. Treated differently. Social psychologists Michael Hogg and Graham Vaughn say that attractive people receive different treatment and face different assumptions. Those who meet a certain standard of beauty are often the recipients of better social treatment and advantages in life, meaning those who don't meet these standards of beauty receive social disadvantages. Before we talk about what these advantages are, let's first explore what is considered beautiful according to psychology. Beauty standard. What is beautiful? Does it lie in the eye of the beholder? Is it decided by trends in media? Or is there a measurable way to define what is pretty? According to anthropologist Clellan Ford and psychologist Frank Beach, cultures have their own beauty ideals, meaning not all cultures view beauty the same way. Naturalist and biologist Charles Darwin was struck by these differences, finding that different cultures have certain preferences for skin color, body hair, size, and beauty practices. However, there are certain features that are viewed as attractive cross-culturally. According to psychology, facial symmetry and an average-looking face is considered most attractive. Evolution. When someone attractive catches your eye, you probably aren't thinking they're beautiful because they look average and symmetrical. So what do these psychological findings mean, and where do they come from? Psychological studies show that people view average-looking faces as the most attractive when they compare individual faces to computer-generated faces, representing the median or average features of a certain population. These computerized faces end up being highly symmetrical. Forensic neuropsychologist Judy Ho explains that symmetry generally has a correlation to biological strength and healthy genes. From an evolutionary perspective, reproduction is critical to ensure that an organism's genes don't die, which means preferences may be adaptations for mate choice because attractive traits signal important aspects of mate quality, explains psychology professor Gillian Rhodes. The idea that beauty comes from an evolutionary reproductive need suggests that we are instinctively wired to view certain people as pretty. Privilege. The advantages of being pretty start early. Children with pretty privilege get higher grades, more popularity, and are observed as being better adjusted than their peers. According to social psychologist Michael Hogg and Graham Vaughn, in adulthood, beautiful adults have more dates, more career success, and are more liked by their peers. Another piece of the puzzle when looking at the advantages of being pretty is what psychologists call the halo effect, which is if you view someone as having one good trait, you can then associate many other good traits with the original. So if you view...
What in the world? So pretty people get to get away with everything. And we didn't even tap into the racial piece of it. Lord, Lord, Lord. Pretty privilege. Oh, man, this is a heavy topic tonight. We got callers all over the country. Well, right now, all of our callers are from the great state of California. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Boy, California is in the building. Let's get this California movement popping. Who's been on the longest? Sean, Oakland, California. Get in here.
Hey, brother. Well, it's a great topic because there's nothing wrong with being born in your whatever situation physically that you present, right? And people might think you're beautifully, with your own physical situation, but physical stuff is going to give you a foot in the door. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, men, and I'm a man, and I love seeing beautiful women. I love seeing beautiful, older women. I don't want to say any kind of ridiculous stuff.
You're getting close, but go ahead. I'm with you. I'm with you.
No.
Come on.
But, I mean, hey, I have a 14-year-old, a girl and all that, so I have to be so respectful. But what I'm saying is, yes, they have physical beauty, right? 20, 30-year-olds and all of that. But that fades, or it will fade. Mm-hmm. It will still look beautiful if you understand their mind. So if you're beautiful, it's not your fault. It's not a negative. I don't want it to sound like a negative if you're a beautiful looking person. And that's subjective, right? Because I know lots of people that love their mate that I might not seem they're beautiful, but they are beautiful to the person they're with.
Right.
And they could have an amazing longevity in their relationships and raise beautiful kids,
right,
and do beautiful things for the community.
Right.
Right?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, Sean. Sean, guess what you just did?
All right, man.
Come on.
Hey, well, I want to talk to you all night, brother. So I'm saying, look, I'm just saying, make sure that beauty isn't the number one thing you look at, but there's nothing wrong with someone thinking that you're beautiful.
Agreed.
And carry that on throughout your family because, you show confidence, but those are the people They can look at people that have special needs or some other kind of deficits that are very, very hard to live in our society, and they'll go in there and they'll help them.
Yeah.
And they'll help them. And that's, so anyway, I'm just saying there's no deficits with being, good looking, but that's subjective.
No.
What it is, what do you do? It's about that action. It's about that action. What do you do with that beautiful face? What do you do with that beautiful body? What do you do with it? Are you, when I say smart, that's subjective too. I just mean, are you curious? Are you trying to better yourself mentally?
Okay.
That's an amazing thing in society. That's what we need to do, because I'll tell you what, throughout this planet, we all see beautiful physically.
Now, Sean, I'm up against the clock now. Now I got you.
Yes, I just wanted to tell you, brother. All right.
Hey, but I appreciate you, Sean. Thank you so much. Sean was like, man, I got to get it out. Hey, everybody's opinion and perspective here is welcomed, and we want you to share it like Sean be sharing. Sean be sharing. We want you to share like Sean. Listen, when I come forward, we got LA in the house deep. I want to go with Daryl. I want to go with Jay. They up in there. We want to hear their perspective about pretty privilege. This is very, very interesting topic tonight. When we come forward, more from the VOR.
Oh, yes.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. There is now a $15,000 reward in Texas to help catch the gunman behind a mass shooting at a flea market. It happened over the weekend in the Houston suburb of Pearland. One child was killed. 4 others are recovering from bullet wounds. Police believe it started as a fight between 2 people. As of now, there's no description of either. Officials from the Biden administration joined Black Governor Wes Moore and other state and local leaders at Baltimore's Carver Vocational Technical High School to highlight the city's workforce hub. Back in May, the White House named Baltimore as one of 5 workforce hubs aimed at boosting the skilled workforce. The administration has announced nearly $10 billion in infrastructure projects for Maryland, including the replacement of the 150-year-old Baltimore and Potomac Tunnel. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles lets you choose from your fave 4, including a sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Beloved Entertainment presents Sweet Spot Live with me, Angelique Francis, at the beautiful Miracle Theater at 226 South Market Street in Inglewood on Sunday, November 19th at 6 p.m. Join me with KBLA for short stories told live on stage with us, by us. Yes, our own storytellers straight from the neighborhood. Colorful and provocative live storytelling event celebrating our unique culture, our strength, our courage, our faith, and yes, our fire. We invite you to walk with us through the neighborhood, even run with us down our dark alleys if you dare. Just around the corner, there is laughter, unspeakable pain, secrets never told. But don't worry. The door is unlocked, and we're going to leave the porch light on. That's Sunday, November 19th at the Miracle Theater, 226 Market Street in Inglewood, 6 p.m. Yes, it is all happening right here in the Sweet Spot. Tickets available, sweetspotlive.eventbrite.com, sweetspotlive.eventbrite.com. We got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriCanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriCanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
JP Morgan Chase is building on the investments in California and around the country to help close the racial wealth gap and build a more equitable future. As part of JP Morgan Chase commitment, they are taking action to help improve financial wealth and access to banking in the Black community, helping more people open low-cost checking and savings accounts, hosting community seminars with supporting Black-led institutions by building awareness about financial investments, hiring community managers, and opening community center branches like Crenshaw, Inglewood, and downtown LA. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Get the tools to help reach your financial goals. Visit today, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity. Again, jpmorganchase.com/racial equity.
Mom's early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
And when I left the oven on, we decided together that it was time to see a doctor and make a plan.
Early detection gave us more time to seek out information and support as a family.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told. We rarely have confrontation, admit the I said really was bold. I think she get it from my mama, her bitterness passed down from old. When I'm calling out her drama, she too defensive to listen, I'll call so. Looking at I got problems, you got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the mention series. Dana was hogging up the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy, what's the time zone difference, don't make it more easy. Oh, so I figured I'd call in early, turn my life down, mercy, I got through. You tuned in, Voice of Reason, the show. Yeah. Voice of Reason, the show. So just lay back your mind, something new. Everybody tuning in the zone, cause he is the voice of reason, yeah.
You're considering two people for a job, one pretty, one ugly. In achievements, they're equal. Who do you hire? The pretty one? No, the ugly one. They accomplish just as much while having a bias against them. Always factor in other people's prejudices.
I think what's interesting about this one is we hear so much about white privilege. We hear so much about male privilege, but we don't hear about the privileges which actually and experimentally have a much greater influence on life outcomes. And those are pretty privilege. They are more likely to be hired in job interviews. They are more likely to get higher earnings. They are more likely to have the door held open for them. This is particularly true of attractive women because men tend to judge people by their appearances more than women do. So, I mean, attractive women are some of the most privileged people in the world, but unattractive women are some of the most unprivileged people in the world. Or for a man, like the depth of their voice, leaders are more likely to be elected if they have deep voices or if they're taller. But we never hear about attractiveness and how much of a privilege that is.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! I know a lot of people wasn't ready to hear that. Andy clearly wasn't ready. Andy, what's on your mind, Andy?
Nah, this just brings me back to college and some of the conversations that I would have with some of my male friends. And I remember one male friend would always say that, like, if he was a business owner and he was, in charge of hiring people, he'd be quick to hire a pretty woman than a guy. You know what I mean? Number one, because he already feels like there would be some sort of competition, if there was another male. And, it's just a good thing to look at while you're at work.
Wow.
I was like, surprised. But I understood it.
Yo, I want you guys to get involved. Tonight's topic, the pretty or the beauty privilege trap. An intriguing look at the potential pitfalls of being beautiful in the dating game. Beauty privilege refers to the advantages and benefits that individuals receive solely based on their physical attractiveness. While some may argue that beauty privilege is not real, it is undeniable that physical attractiveness holds social and professional value in our society. Tonight's topic, we're going to try to explore the impact of beauty privilege on self-esteem, expectations in relationships, power dynamics, emotional intimacy, and the overall dating culture. Impact on self-esteem and self-worth. Beauty privilege can have a significant impact on an individual's self-esteem and self-worth. How? Well, those who possess beauty privilege may develop a reliance on external validation, leading to a distorted sense of self-image and identity. The constant pressure to maintain physical attractiveness can create a fear of aging and loss of attractiveness, which can further erode their self-esteem. Here we go. Unrealistic expectations in relationships. Beauty privileges may create unrealistic expectations in relationships. How so, Zoe? When someone is considered extremely attractive, they may be perceived as a great catch solely based on their looks. However, this can overshadow other important qualities such as compatibility, emotional intelligence, and shared values, spiritual awareness, self-awareness, the ability to, express mutual respect, conflict management skills, effective listening skills, communication skills. Just because they're pretty don't mean all of that come with it. Consequently, relationships based solely on physical attraction may lack depth and longevity. Impact on power dynamics and emotional intimacy. Beauty privilege can affect the power dynamics of a relationship and control in relationships. The person with beauty privilege may hold an advantage, leading to an imbalance of power. This can hinder genuine connection and emotional intimacy, as the focus may be more on external appearances rather than emotional compatibility and vulnerability. Oh, tonight's topic. Let's get these callers in here. Who's been on the longest? Daryl from Los Angeles. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, love this topic, man.
Talk to me, brother.
I live there. This is where I live. I love tall, at least 5'10", beautiful sisters. She's got to be a sister because I relate to her the most. But we got to put it in context.
Talk to me.
Physical beauty is a misnomer. Okay, if she fine, she fine. Ain't no washing of that. Ain't no misconceptions about that. But the internal beauty, that's what you want, both of them together. Because like if I step to a beautiful woman, and whom I perceive as beautiful, I'm shooting my shot. Right. And if it progresses from there, then so be it. But if I take that same woman out on a date, because I love nice restaurants, even a cheesecake. I'll do a cheesecake. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'll take her to a nice restaurant, and she's rude to the waiter or the server. That's gonna turn me off, man. I don't care how fine you are. You know, you have to have a certain humbleness about you. I mean, yeah, you fine, and I got that, and I that's what attracted me to you. But it comes with stipulations. You can't be just all wilding out and coming
disrespectful.
And talking to people.
You can't be disrespectful.
Yeah, basically, to sum it all up, disrespectful.
Right.
To me, or the server, unless the server is, if the server is out of pocket, then I'll deal with that. But you don't have to, kick up any dust. But on the same subject matter, beauty can also be a curse, because like you were just getting into, Zoe, about women that, that's all they got is their beauty, and they rely on that. But then they get a scratch or a bump on their face, and then they go into, it kind of throw them into something because.
But wait, Daryl, let me it ain't just women. You got men out there that are, listen, you got men out there getting their eyebrows done. Okay? Let's just be honest, bro. You got men out there who don't want their beards to be gray. You got men out there older than me. I just said, let my beard go gray. No. You got men out there doing it, man. Come on now.
Yeah, look at Michael Jackson, man. Look at Michael Jackson. I mean, dude just had so many surgeries. When he was a brother, though, he was cool. But that's what I was talking about, the beauty being a curse, either male or female. But I'm focusing on female because, that's where I'm at.
Because you're a man. I get it, but I'm just saying there are men out there who weaponize their attractiveness too.
Well, true. And I can co-sign on that because, I'm not a bad-looking guy, but I ain't doing my eyebrows or nothing like that. And I ain't colored my beard, but I have. I have in the past. I have colored my beard when I was about 50. But, I just wanted to speak to that. And also say this, Joe. You and Andy, man, I just want to hang out with you two brothers at a club or a bar. So I can't do the cigarette. I can't do the smoking. I'll like to smoke with the cigars and everything. But you two brothers, man, we got to go to a club. It's on me, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you,
Daryl.
Daryl.
Hang with you guys and just hear y'all talk about people.
Daryl, guess what you just did?
I think I just brought L.A. up into the
L.A. up in the building. When we come forward, we going to talk to Jay from L.A. as well. We got Attila from Houston, Texas, and the phone keep ringing. We got a lot to talk about on this topic.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.org.
Is your eyesight changing?
I can't read this anymore.
Don't lose hope. People just like you are working every day using Braille, screen magnification, speech technology, and other tools and blindness skills. Your eyesight may have changed, but your goals, they don't have to. We can help. Visit us on the web at blind.org. The National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
For all of us, this generation and the next, there is simply no place in our lives for litter. And yet, it's everywhere we look. And unfortunately, it does belong to all of us. So, let's come together and create a litter-free, clean California, once and for all. Remember to properly dispose of your trash and recycling. Secure truckloads with tarps to keep debris from flying out. Clean out your car when you're at a gas station. Take pride in your community by organizing a cleanup event. Or join a cleanup event near you. Zero litter is the goal. Join us at cleanca.com. That's cleanca.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrans. cleanca.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment. LA's 99 neighborhood councils form the grassroots level of the Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While neighborhood council board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the members of their community. Neighborhood councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability. They also provide local expertise on the delivery of city services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who is a part of the fabric of daily life in said community. This includes those who live, work, or own property or a business. If you are interested in stepping up to join your local neighborhood council, visit www.empowerla.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Your smile, your tenderness, oh baby, the way.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's John B, right? And that was the phase when John B, was signed to Babyface, and he was sounding like Babyface. No disrespect. John B. Pasadena. So I got to give Pasadena love, okay? That's John B. The name of the record is Pretty Girl. But I want to play it a little later. I want to hit my people upside the head with So Fine by Mint Condition. Can I get So Fine by Mint Condition? Come on, turn it up. Have you ever seen a woman this fine?
This is for all these special people whom God created. Put on this earth. So beautiful indeed. So many. But woman. Such a beautiful lady, the kind you find in a dream, and dreams are so real for me.
Come on, man.
With eyes so warm and soothing, woo. They put me in a trance, and I imagine us by the warm, cozy fireplace.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host. That's Mint Condition, So Fine. What an amazing record. Boy, I tell you, tonight's topic, pretty privilege. Whew. How much do some men allow some women to get away with it? Because they got pretty privilege. And vice versa. I know handsome men get away with a lot of goofiness that quote-unquote unattractive men get called out for. Why is that the case, ladies? Andy clearly got something else to say. Talk to me, Andy.
Hey, Zoe.
Yes.
I know you had some privilege in your life.
Oh.
Soon as you look at them, huh?
Whoa, here we go.
Them eyes, homie. I know them eyes. That boy, Zoe, I know you was trouble back in the day, huh?
I'm troubled today.
Look at it.
No, but let me just... Man, my girl basically clowned me recently. It was like, oh, your eyes don't mean nothing. I ain't never... Your eyes don't matter. The color of your eye don't mean nothing to me. Nah, but yeah. I will say this. No, I won't say it. Let me get my callers in here. So somebody got to ask me. One of my callers asked me this. Who been on the longest? Jay, Los Angeles, get in here, bro.
Brother Zoe, what's going on, man?
Yes, sir. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. I want to start off first by saying, man, I appreciate you dropping that knowledge on me a couple of shows ago, man. It really hit home, and I appreciate you taking that time out.
Righteous, brother, righteous. I appreciate it.
With that being said, man, I'll take it a step further as far as the topic is concerned. You have the invention of social media now has a lot of these new age soy milk brothers out here just running around, and they didn't have to come up and get it the way we had to get it. They didn't have to learn to maneuver these streets, and they didn't have to learn how to approach women and, speak to them face to face and be charismatic. And you didn't have to, learn how to use your mouthpiece and have your appearance together. Now all you have to do is pick up your phone or your tablet, and now you have women at the click of a finger. So now there's no social skills. You got a bunch of game goofiness that's going on out here now. So they're just clicking and liking on anything and leaving thirsty comments under any picture. So much so now to where not only the pretty women, but the women who would be considered average are now walking around with a sense of entitlement, an overinflated ego, like I deserve privilege. Like, for example, you were touching on the what's been, she's been, known on the Negro Net now as the Cheesecake Factory lady. And I looked at that sister, and don't get me wrong, I mean, she had a cute face, well endowed. But if we're going to be honest, she was about a heavy 6 at best, if we're going to be honest.
Wow.
So
okay,
I haven't been on her page. I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
No, I'm listening, brother. Go ahead. Just speak your truth, brother.
I haven't been on her page, so I don't know what she posts, but I would be willing, if I was a betting man, I'd be willing to bet there's a lot of thirst trap photos, and, she probably gets, a lot of, this, that, and the third, a lot of what I call Gatorade comments, because the thirst is real. But now you have this, and it had me baffled because one of the lines that she said was, you don't take someone that looks like this to the Cheesecake Factory. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, so the game has gotten that messed up now to where you can't take a woman to the Cheesecake Factory. That's one. Two, you said someone that looks like this, but if you follow the story, you would know it took that woman an hour to get herself together. That means you're portraying yourself as, oh, I'm so beautiful, and how dare you belittle me by taking me to the Cheesecake Factory. But you took yourself an hour. It took you an hour to put that package together. Now, I'm not trying to denigrate the sister, but at the same time, you have an environment that has been created to where women who are actually pretty, now in my travels, like the ones that I'm running into now that are pretty, they're the ones that have a more humbled mentality because you have brothers who are aiming for low-hanging fruit, dare I say. So now the line between pretty privilege, who's pretty, who deserve to be treated a certain way, and who just, deserve to have an inflated ego, now the lines have been blurred to where now you have a lot of sisters, man. Like I was at a grocery store and was, going to get some damn mayonnaise. And the woman, walked past, and I spoke to her, and I said, hello, and just me saying hello, she turned around and looked, but her energy was so vile and just so kind of
wait.
to where it's like she
wait. I need you to hang on. I got to carry you over because you cooking right now, and I feel like you got even more to say. So you just stay right there, Jay. Man, oh Manischewitz. He said a couple things I have to address real quick. Number one, well, the first thing I have to address is me. When I was at my most attractive, I was at my ugliest. I have to inside. That's going to be the second hour. It don't matter what you look like on the outside. When I was at my youngest, because people be saying, oh, I bet you when you was young, you was something. I was. But I was at my ugliest. Right? And then the other thing he said, I'm not trying to denigrate this sister. Side note, did you know the word denigrate has the word Negro in it? The root word of denigrate has the word Negro in it. It means to darken. I'm not trying to darken the sister. I know he didn't mean it that way. But I'm saying, there's a very powerful book out there written by a friend of mine by the name of Furpo Carr. And he talks about the racist origin of words. So when we say I'm not trying to denigrate somebody, and I'm not saying this brother said that or meant that, I just thought that was interesting when he said, I'm not trying to denigrate the sister. I'm not trying to darken the sister. We're going to get into the darkness of your ugliness in hour number 2, and my brother Jay from Los Angeles is going to keep cooking with that rarefied grease.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network.